Right, so
Good morning and welcome to the October 17th Post Falls Urban Renewal Agency meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order and roll call, please.
Thank you, Chairman Davis. Clemenson?
Here.
Leffel?
Aye.
Coles?
Happy to be here.
Davis?
Here.
Crosby?
Here.
Fleshman?
Here.
Hjeltness?
Here.
Excellent. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent. Next up is ceremonies, appointments, and announcements.
I do not have any.
Any of the commissioners have any announcements or anything to celebrate? No? Okay. Very good. Next up is conflict disclosure. Does anybody have any conflict with what's on the agenda? Yeah, I was just going to say that for the action item on new business for the internet service provider agreement, I will be abstaining from that vote. Next up on the agenda is consent calendar.
Thank you, Chairman, Commissioners. Item A in the consent calendar is the Commission meeting minutes from September 19th, 2024. Item B is the Commission workshop minutes, September 19th, 2024. Item C is the Communication Property Personnel Committee minutes, September 26th, 2024. Item D is the payables for this month, totaling $7,959.50. Item E is the bank activity report, which shows total funds in all accounts of $2,957,788.43, and accrued interest for the month of $7,066.51. Item F is the financial reports as of September 30th, 2024. Approval of the consent calendar will authorize a transfer of $7,959.50 to the First Interstate checking account for the monthly payables and $7,066.51 accrued interest to the general fund. Madam Chairman, I'd answer any questions.
Do you have any comments or questions from the commission? Okay, hearing none, we'd be looking for an approval for the consent calendar.
Move to approve. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Clemenson?
Aye.
Fleshman?
Aye.
Hjeltness?
Aye.
Crosby?
Aye.
Leffel?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Coles?
Aye.
Great, we all agreed. That's lovely. Next up is committee updates. First up is finance and policy. Treasurer Crosby.
We had a committee meeting where we went over a number of items, including preparation for a review of the current standing of the budget. And we also reviewed all the statements underlying the financial reports and found no problems.
Excellent. Next up is district review. Commissioner Coles.
Nothing from me this morning.
All right. Communications, property, and personnel. Commissioner Hjeltness.
Yes, the committee met on September 26th. We discussed this brochure that we'll talk about today. We also talked about the IT system and equipment, and that is all to report.
Great, thank you. Any questions, comments? No? Hearing none. Next up on the agenda is citizen comments. This section of the agenda is reserved for citizens wishing to address the commission regarding an agency-related issue. Comments related to future public hearings should be held for that public hearing. Persons wishing to speak will have 5 minutes. I think we have any citizens. Next up is unfinished business. Director Jones.
Chairman, this is the fourth addendum to agency policy number 7 for the minor projects program. This is the addendum that was directed to be drafted by Councilor Bredesen at our September 19th commission workshop. Approval of this addendum would make the minor projects program as described in the draft document an official aspect of agency policy.
Great.
So this concept was approved at the workshop last month by roll call vote. So this is really a ministerial act. Basically what I did is I just took the concept that was approved last month and put it into a policy addendum format.
Okay, great.
So
It's still an action item, so do we still need a motion?
we should still have a motion and a vote on it. yes.
Okay, excellent, very good. All right, we'd be looking for a motion to approve the fourth addendum to agency policy number 7.
I
So
would make
moved.
that motion.
Second?
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote?
Leffel,
Aye.
Crosby,
Aye.
Fleshman,
Aye.
Hjeltness,
Aye.
Coles,
Aye.
Davis,
Aye.
Clemenson.
Aye.
Excellent.
All right, item number 2 under unfinished business. We have the public representation materials and information agenda
That's
item.
great.
Oh, of course, this is there, okay. The information on the iPads, the representation of that trifold brochure has some background lines through it, I noticed. I think that's a result of the PDF being displayed on certain devices. We had that issue even with printouts at our committee meeting, but it's showing appropriately on the screen here. I also did provide a sample of our previous brochure and this updated brochure, trifold brochure, just for you to see physically how the layout works with the trifold. But this latest draft of the trifold is intended to be used to inform the public about Post Falls Urban Renewal Agency and our functions. Additionally, the agency's logo has been refreshed to update it to current marketing trends. These materials were considered by the Communication, Property, and Personnel Committee at their September 26th meeting, with the revisions suggested by the members of that committee incorporated into what is being presented to the commission today. I'd like to thank Commissioner Fleshman for volunteering to lead on this effort with her expertise and experience. And pending any further content revisions or design adjustments, I would like to begin using these materials with the public as soon as possible.
I think it's beautiful. Looks great. Good work. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah, I reviewed this, and I think it's an excellent upgrade to what we had. I think it's very clear and straightforward. If somebody takes the time to read it,
Right.
they will better understand what we do.
Good disclaimer.
Always a caveat, always a caveat. But yes, I would, do we need a motion? No, it's not an action item.
No.
Okay.
No, I just-
Congratulations, Chrissy. Thank you.
That's great.
Good job.
All right, next up on the agenda is new business.
All right, so this agreement, the Internet Service Provider Agreement with Intermax Networks, is for the provisioning of internet service to the agency's office by Intermax Networks. The agreement has been reviewed by Councilor Bredesen and includes several minor revisions that have been approved by Intermax Networks' in-house legal counsel. The agreement adheres to the agency's office lease agreement to utilize, requiring that we utilize the same service provider as the Chamber of Commerce. After any necessary discussion, I'm asking for a motion to grant the executive director the authority to sign the agreement. Any questions, discussion?
I reviewed this agreement, as did Pete, and I think it also improves our security of our internet and our files. I went over it yesterday with Joe, and I think it's a step upward in terms of security. So I would make a motion to approve the agreement.
Seconded.
Second. Oh, already did.
All right, looks like it's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote?
Clemenson,
Aye.
Fleshman,
Aye.
Hjeltness,
Aye.
Crosby,
Aye.
Leffel,
Aye.
Coles,
Aye.
and David.
Abstain.
Yeah, abstain.
All right, next up.
Minutes to show that Chairman abstained.
Yes, I will make sure that happens.
All right, next up is staff report and updates.
Just a couple of a few items. Construction of Trade Avenue and Zoris Road in the Prairie Crossing Commercial Development, a part of the Post Falls Technology District, continues to move forward. I stopped by the site a few days ago in the morning and was able to collect a variety of pictures of the area for future reference purposes. Found that to be beneficial in trying to put together the trifold brochure and having an opportunity to have before and after type of photos. So for what it's worth in the future with the future staff and commission. Hopefully they can make use of that. The city is seeking letters of support to include in a grant application they are preparing for the widening of Prairie Avenue to a 5-lane principal arterial with urban improvements between Greens Ferry Road and Cecil Road, a portion of which is in the Post Falls Technology District. A draft letter has been provided to the agency with a signature line for the commission chairman. At the September 19th commission workshop, a request was made to query from the city any information about grant opportunities being pursued in the Pleasant View District. City Administrator Shelley Enderud has said that the city is continuing to develop an EDA marketing plan that could provide for up to $4 million based on matching fund support. They are approximately 50 to 60% of the way through the process and working with the METS group on that plan. And the fiscal year 2024 audit process is now underway with documentation being provided to Alpine Summit CPAs according to their request. And we will have a site visit by the auditor scheduled for November 12th and 13th. That concludes my staff report. Thank you.
Great. Anybody have any questions for Director Johns? No? All right, next up is commissioner comments.
I would like to see each of the city council members receive a copy of this trifold well before our joint workshop, so that some of the newer members that we've not been able to speak with have a better idea of what we do and how we do it. I think that would be useful.
Good idea, Lynn.
That's a great recommendation. Will we have those printed in time?
We certainly can.
Great,
Yeah.
excellent.
I can have those printed and
Sent electronically.
sent to them.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
perfect. Great. Thank you so much. Next up is chairman comments. I have none, so I guess we'd be looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 All right, meeting adjourned.